Relative minor keys and relative major keys. What are they? How do they work? And how do we figure them out? Hi everyone, my name is Anne Lam and I am an online private music teacher who gives piano lessons, vocal lessons, and music theory lessons. If you would like to book one-on-one lessons with me, you can check out my website here. All right, so what are relative major or relative minor keys? Well, we know that every single major key has a key signature, but each major key also has what we call a relative minor key, and they are related to each other because they share the same key signature. For example, C major has no sharps and no flats, and its relative minor key, which is A minor, also has no sharps and no flats in its key signatures. So because they share the same key signature, they are related to each other. So how do we figure out the relative minor key of a major key? If you are good with intervals, you just have to take your major key and go down by a minor third. So going back to what I just said earlier with A minor being the relative minor of C major, if we take the note C and go down a minor third, you get the note A. Another example, let's say we're trying to figure out the relative minor key of F major. So we have the note F. What's a minor third down from the note F? D. And so the relative minor of F major is D minor. And because D minor is going to share the same key signature as F major, the key signature of D minor is also B flat. Let's try one more example. Let's say we're going to try to find the relative minor of E major. What is a minor third down from E? C sharp. So the relative minor of E major is C sharp minor. And because these two keys are related, they're going to share the same key signature. So if you know the key signature of E major, then you also know the key signature of its relative minor, C sharp minor. And in case you don't know, it's F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, and D sharp. But if you're not so good with intervals, you can still figure out the relative minor key by going down 3 semitones. So for example, let's say we were trying to find the relative minor of A major. If you take the note A and go down 3 semitones, you would get the note F sharp. And so F sharp minor is the relative minor key of A major. This is just an alternative method to find the relative minor of a major key. So now let's say you know what minor key you're in and you wanted to find the relative major. You would just do the opposite. So you can either go up by a minor third or go 3 semitones up. So for example, if we wanted to find the relative major of C minor, you could either go up a minor third from the note C or count 3 semitones up from the note C. Either method is going to get you the answer of E flat, and so E flat major is the relative major of C minor. One more example, let's try to find the relative major of G minor. You can either go up a minor third from G or count 3 semitones up from the note G. Either way, you should land on B flat, and so B flat major is the relative major of G minor. All right, so hopefully you guys found this video helpful and that you now have a better understanding of relative minors and relative majors. Don't forget that if you want to book one-on-one private lessons with me, you can do so by visiting my website down here. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and also let me know in the comment section below what other music theory videos you guys want me to do. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!